Steelcase Karman, a minimal, simple, ergonomic, beautiful chair. When Steelcase reached out to me to send me this, I said yes, I would love to review this chair. This chair is 10 years in the making and there's a lot to it. And I really want to just go in depth to review why this chair is one of the best chairs that you can sit in to make your body healthier, but also to make you happier because it's comfortable. Today we're going to talk about comfort, ergonomics, look, movement, and fit. Let's get into the review. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is comfort. Is this chair comfortable? Now there's three things I like to talk about when it comes to comfort. It's back comfort, booty comfort, and leg comfort. Now back comfort, very comfortable. I'm going to talk later about movement, but this chair does have weight activation. So whenever you move, the chair moves with you. So over the last couple months while I've been sitting in it, I felt no back pain because my weight is adjusting how the back of this makes my back feel, and it has felt great. Now butt-wise, the booty needs to be comfortable. That's what's holding your body up, right, when you're sitting here. And the cool thing about this is it's a mesh chair, and most mesh chairs don't actually have a cushion on the bottom. This one actually has a cushion. You can see here there's a cushion right in between the mesh and underneath, which makes it so you can sit for longer periods of time. It like holds some of your weight. It is awesome. And I found that after probably like 4 or 5 hours of sitting, my butt never felt numb. And that's one of the biggest problems I have with most chairs is my butt will feel numb after a while, and it didn't in this one. So booty, good. Now leg comfort, this is an important one to me because typically my legs will get some sort of weird feelings. Whenever I sit like this. I actually have my two, this is probably not the way you're supposed to sit, but I sit with my two legs up like this, and I edit, and then I move them, and then I move them forward, and then I move them back. I do all kinds of stuff. So far, there's enough room where the seat pan is that I have enough space for my legs to feel comfortable. In some chairs, the seat is too big, and it actually like hits my leg. Now this seat pan is not adjustable, but the way that they built it, I think they built it for my height, and I'm about 5'10", to be perfect for where my legs sit. I haven't had numb legs once, and I've been able to just kind of adjust however I want with this. It's pretty nice, it's pretty nice. One other really important comfort level on this chair is it's breathable. Sitting in this for the past few months has been amazing because when I'm gaming late at night, I'm getting sweaty in the game, or I'm on a podcast that's super long, or I'm editing, you can actually feel air coming through because this mesh is so nice. The mesh is very beautiful. It holds up too. Like the actual mesh itself, it's not been pilling, it hasn't like gotten caught on anything. It still feels the same way I've had it as I've sat on it every day for about 2 months. I feel comfortable because I don't feel hot when I'm sitting in this chair. And that is that's like one of the number one things I need in a chair, is to not feel like I'm hot. And this chair definitely makes me not feel hot. Okay, next up is ergonomics. Now ergonomics is the study of efficiency in the work environment. So meaning health, safety. Does the chair keep you upright? Is it keeping your arms in the right position? Is it making it so you're not like getting carpal tunnel? Is it making it so you're not getting back problems? Overall, from an ergonomics standpoint, I can tell with the 10 years of work they put into this chair that it is all ergonomic. And I'm telling, like, in my opinion, as from a review standpoint, if you can just like put ergonomic into like a minimal circle, and all of the ergonomics live inside of it to make this chair safe and comfortable and make sense in a work environment, I would put this chair in that scenario. Whenever you get this chair, you're pretty much set. You adjust if your back lock is on, you adjust how high it is, and then the rest of the chair kind of just ergonomically fits all of your needs on its own. It's honestly crazy how it works. I know that sounds like too good to be true, but the longer I use it, the longer I realize it honestly didn't really need any adjustments to make it more ergonomic. I've used a lot of chairs where you have to like adjust this and adjust the lumbar support and adjust this and that. Now, the mesh and the weight movement and like the science behind this chair was done in such a good way that it kind of just like fits your needs ergonomically without having to do much. So ergonomics. Okay, let's talk looks. One of my favorite parts of a chair is the way it looks, because aesthetically, I care that you can tell what my setup looks like. I like it to look nice. Now, looks, probably one of the best part of this chair is it looks so good. Now, I've had 4 different Steelcase chairs, and this is the best looking one. Now, they all function in really good ways, but this one functions and it looks clean. Every single part of this chair is engineered in a way that just looks modern and minimal. And I think that's what they went for, is modern and minimal. This chair looks modern, it looks minimal, and it's gonna look great in a lot of setups. I can just go on and on about it. It's tough to say anything negative about it, but in my review, as I walked into my office every day, if I was gonna choose, do I wanna sit in my Gesture, do I wanna sit in my Leap V2, or do I wanna sit in my Karman? I typically choose the Karman just because of how it looks. Now, comfort-wise, we already talked about that. Ergonomics talked about that, but if we're thinking about the way this chair looks, it's beautiful. Movement. One of the most important parts of a chair. How is it gonna adjust to your body? How are you gonna move with this chair? Now, this chair is special because it has this new weight activation. So whenever you're moving around in the chair, it's weight activated. What that means is, as you sit in the chair, it senses the amount of weight and counterbalances off of that. You sit in the chair and it's figuring out what you are, and it morphs to your body. Now, if that isn't the coolest kind of movement you've ever felt in a chair, I don't know what is. Now, over the last 2 months I've been sitting in this, and I have noticed that you can just kind of like move around in this chair in different ways, in different positions. You can sit for longer periods and then move and then feel a different way in that movement. So I could be sitting straight up for a while and then adjust to the left of the chair, and it's gonna adjust to the weight of me, and it actually makes you feel more comfortable over time. And I feel like that is like groundbreaking for this chair. The most important part of this chair is this weight activation technology, where I can just like sit back, I can sit forward, I can move my back this way, that way, I can just be sitting. It activates to your weight, and it actually makes the chair comfortable based off of however you want to sit. So movement-wise, it's amazing. Now let's look at some of the adjustments that we can do, all right? So on the side here, it's very simple. We have this one right here that lets you go down and up. You know, obviously, that's very common. Now, this little knob here is what's gonna make it so that your seat can tilt back or tilt forward. It locks it basically, so it's your tilt lock. Now, you can start at 1 here, which locks it. You can go to 2, which lets you go pretty far back. You go to 3, which makes you go even more far back, or you can go to 4, which is lean back. Now, you're not leaning all the way, you're not like laying down, basically. You're kind of just hanging out back here. But it's nice to have all of those. Now, armrest-wise, I love Steelcase armrests. I think they've always been great. Now, these ones, they go up and down. You click the button and they go, you know, up and down, so you can adjust to pretty much like any place you want. You can have them real high, you can have them real low. I always have them pretty much all the way up. You can slide them side to side like this. You can slide them front and back. They're not super soft. They're not as soft as my Leap V2. Their armrests have always been top notch in my opinion, and they work really well. This chair is super helpful for fidgety people. Whenever you're kind of moving around a lot and adjusting, it's just for you, because whenever you adjust, it's a new feeling, because the actual chair is changing based off of your weight. The final review point I have is fit, and I kind of just wanted to go over a couple specs. Now, this seat can fit up to 350 pounds. For me overall, it fits great. For my height and my weight, it feels comfortable, it fits my body. Now, the main thing with fit, which I just talked about with the movement, is it's got weight. Whenever my weight is changing, the way that it activates, that makes it so that whatever your fit is, it's gonna fit your needs. So fit-wise, big, big plus. Okay, I know I've been talking about how awesome this chair is, and obviously you can tell, I really like this chair, but there are some negatives, so let's go over them. The first negative I find is that there is no headrest, and right now there's no headrest option. My other chairs I have a headrest on, so I'm super used to sitting back. And there's been a lot of times where I've like went to sit back and there was no headrest, or I've like literally came down here to sit like this so I could make my own headrest. That's not ergonomic or the way you're supposed to sit in the chair, but it has made me figure I really wish that this actually had a headrest. It's okay that it doesn't, it still looks nice, and I'm sure they did that for a reason, but I definitely wish it had an option. The next negative is that the seat pan does not adjust back and forth. My other Steelcase chairs, it does. And that's nice because you can adjust it to where you need it to be and then kind of leave it. And then if you want to adjust it for someone else, you can. This one doesn't do that. But at the same time, I have not actually found a huge problem. It was the first negative I had. Like when I first got out of the box and I was like, there's no seat pan adjustability. I was like, dang, that stinks. But over the last 2 months, I kind of feel like they nailed it for my body type at least. I don't know if it'll be the same for yours, where my legs don't get cut off. They're not getting cut into. My blood circulation is good. So I think it's fine, but it still does feel like a negative because it's the adjustability that you kind of miss out on. Me and Steelcase do have a partnership. They did send me this chair, but they didn't tell me what to say and they did not tell me how to think about it. They sent it to me to make this video and to share it with you all. I love Steelcase and my partnership with them does not change anything about how I feel about this chair. This chair is genuinely awesome and I really think you should go and sit in it. So do I recommend the Steelcase Karman? Of course I do. This chair is breathable, it's modern, it's sleek, it's beautiful. It has weight activation where it basically fits to your needs. This chair has it all, and I'm gonna be sitting in it for years. Now pricing wise, this chair ranges anywhere from $800 up to like the $1,500 range. And I know that might sound crazy to you, but when you're investing in something that you are sitting in all day long for years and years and years, investing money in something like that is one of the most important things you can do for yourself, health-wise. I know that sounds salesy, but I promise you it's not. Before I even knew Steelcase, I spent a bunch of money on a chair because I sit in a chair all day. And over that time where I've sat in a nice chair for multiple years, it's changed the way my back feels, it's changed the way my energy levels have felt, and I honestly think investing in a good chair is one of the most important things you can do for your setup and for you because it's gonna make you comfortable over time. If you made it to the end of this video, I love you. It'd be super helpful if you left a comment letting me know if you like this chair, if you have a Steelcase chair, or what your favorite chair is. Also, like this video. It really helps me out. I just love you guys so much. Now, please subscribe, please check this chair out, and I'll see you next time. I'm Bearded Luke, and I love you.